heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak of my griefs unspeakable. Yet, that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offence, I'll utter my sorrows to give me leave. In Syracusa I was born, and wed unto a woman, happy but for me, and with her I lived in joy, and as our wealth increased, by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidanium, until my factor's death, and the great care of the goods random left, drew me from the embracements of my wife, for whom my absence was not 6 months old, before herself, almost at a fainting under that pleasing punishment that women bear, had made provision for her following me, and as soon as safe where I arrived where I was, there had she but been long, but she became a joyful mother of two goodly sons, and, which was strange, one was so like the other as could not be distinguished but by names. In that very hour, in the same self-inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden, male twins, both alike. There, for their parents were exceedingly poor, I bought and bought up to attend my sons. My wife, not meanly proud of two such boys, made daily motions for our home return. Unwilling I agreed. Alas, too soon. We came aboard, and a league from Epidamium we hath sailed, before the always wind obeying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm, but longer did we not remain much hope, for what obscured the light of the heavens did grant but convey to our fearful minds a doubtful warrant of immediate death, which though myself would have gladly embraced, yet the incessant weepings of my wife, weeping before what she had saw must come, and piteous plannings of the petty babes, and mourned for the fashioned ignorant what to fear, and forced me to seek delays for them and me. And it was this, for other means was none. The sailors sought for safety by our boat, and left the ship. Then, sinking ripe to us, my wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him to a small fair mast, such as a seafaring men provide for the storms, and to him one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been heedful of the other. The children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our cares was fixed, and fastened ourselves at either end of the mast, and floating straight obedient to the stream, was carried to Corinth, and we thought, at length the sun, gazing upon the earth, disposed those loud vapours that offended us, and by benefit of his wished light, the seas waxed calm, and we discovered two ships far from us, amain to us. From Corinth that, of Epidaurus this, but there they came. Oh, let me say no more. Gather the sequel, that they went before.